If you're doing your driving test in REVESBY and searching to learn the actual driving test route, then this video is for you. In this video tutorial, we will demonstrate one of the test routes in REVESBY, and will teach you everything you need to learn right from the beginning of your test until you finish it, parking back to the center. This video is very helpful if think you are ready for your test and willing to learn the last bits and pieces to perfect your driving. If you're a beginner or midway in preparation for your test, this video will set you correct to prepare for it. Watching this tutorial multiple times will improve your understanding of different road rules and aspects of driving. Make it a routine to learn from this video and practice it to get ready for your test 100%.
Welcome to RDT121 YouTube channel. This is Sharif. I'm working as a professional driving instructor since 2009. Today, I will show you a test route in REVESBY. I will demonstrate the test route as I will be driving myself. Along the way, I will explain you some of the important road rules and clarify some of the confusion you may encounter while you drive in the area, so that you can prepare to pass your test in first go, hopefully. Before I take you straight to the driving test route, I strongly recommend that you watch the video how to prepare for your driving test on our YouTube channel. I'll put the link on the description box below. In the video, you'll find some of the valuable critical information like
what to bring as your complete documents checklist, what to do after arriving at the test center, how to ensure the vehicle is acceptable for the driving test, and what should be your correct mindset while starting the driving test.
to start the hybrid or electric car and the keyless start car. So have the key inside and here on the car, and in the car press the brake full, push the power switch on. When it says ready, that means the car has started. First thing is indicator, change your gear to drive. The handbrake is off itself. Now check your right, your left, making sure everything is safe, clear, and then pull out. And when you drive here, first thing, a lot of the big mistake is at this stop sign. Now this is a crossing here before you go to the stop sign. Now you must need to give way somebody if coming from here, and then after that when you stop, the line is barely visible from here. So if you haven't seen the line beforehand,
find out the stop line beforehand as you approach to the exit. However, don't stop at the stop sign. It is about 2 meters behind the line. Stopping here at the sign will cause you a fail for F1. To stop correctly, pass the stop sign, approach towards the exit, and stop when your side mirror reaches near to the exit gate.
so the line is basically there, and then you got to stop here for 3 seconds. After stopping 3 seconds, if you turn left, it should definitely should be giving indicator 5 seconds beforehand, and crawl very slowly and look at this corner on the right hand side. Now because of this parked car, it makes it very difficult to see through if somebody coming from there. And on the corner there's a street where the car actually comes through. So if nobody coming, you can complete your turn. And if the exam asks you to turn right here, indicate from here. This is a give way sign, you have to give way. However, this is not a crossing, this is just a hump, so you don't need to really care about the pedestrian if there is one. But if you feel it's dangerous to go, then definitely wait for them. Now this is the intersection and give way sign applicable, so you have to give way to the right and left when you're turning. So let this car go first because they have the priority, and then we can complete our turn. The van is a bit far and bit slow, so I can take the chance. Now at this crossing, make sure nobody is crossing when you're turning. If this guy want to cross, let him cross. If he's not, then you can continue. The other man is coming, but before that I have a chance to go, then you can continue. Alright, if the sun is blinding you, you can put this on down. Keep going. This road is very critical. The speed limit should be around 50, but I don't think you can drive 50 here because lots of cars around on the right hand side, and also many times they reverse when you drive through. So be careful. If any of this car, like this white car, the brake light is on. If the car changes the gear to reverse, the white light will be also on, so make sure you prepare to respond if needed. Now here I prefer to keep close to the line. That gives us a good distance from the parked cars, and always leave at least 1 meter gap from the parked cars. At the end we'll be turning right, so indicating 5 seconds beforehand. I see there was a silver car, now he has left. Now I gonna come and stop near the line here, the dash line here. After pausing, then I'm gonna check right and checking left. This turn can be difficult, so take your time unless you have a clear vision and clear opportunity to turn. So keep checking right and keep checking left. If you have some chance, you can push up, check again both sides, making sure you're clear, and then turn. When you turn, see the line on the middle, make sure you turn next to the line, not over it and not too far from the line. Keep going straight. We'll be turning second left. So this is the first left, continuing straight, indicating 5 seconds beforehand. And now come close to the curbside. Don't leave a big gap before you turn. And before moving to the left side, we have done the head check. That's good. Now no more head check, just looking inside to the road and turning close to the center. Why no more head check at the time of turn? Because we already did the head check before moving to the left side. Now continuing straight on this road. This road is 50 and be careful. This is again, it's a hump only, not a crossing, because the lines are smaller and not crossing across. That means that is given only for the hump. Now this road is curved, so if the road is curved left, you need to keep right side. This is a hump again, not a crossing. However, if somebody is crossing over this thing, you need to, if you think it's dangerous, you can give way to the pedestrian. Okay, these cars are coming on the right side. It's a hazard. I released the accelerator, and then after passing them, I have restarted accelerating. So continuing straight here, lots of humps. See, another hump is coming, so release the accelerator beforehand. Before going over, slightly brake, going smoothly over it, and then after coming down, accelerate again smoothly. After this hump, we're gonna turn right, so indicate right from now. Now slowing down for the hump and also for the turning. So see the gap between the line. I'm gonna go and stop there, pause there. After this blue car, no one else is coming, looking to the direction and completing my turn, keeping close to center and looking far inside. See the car is coming, so I make the room for myself and for the other car to pass through. Now as nobody is coming for opposite direction, I can go through the middle and keeping enough gap on both sides. If there is no car parked on the left side, I can come back to the left side, but there is a car again ahead, so I got to go to the middle like this. And at this giveaway sign, I'll be turning right, so indicating right, keeping close to center. Make sure you don't go wrong side. If you do so, that's a clear fail. Now stopping here at the dash line and now checking for the traffic. Checking both right and left. Left is clear, right is a little bit difficult, so push up, check, and also push forward towards the steering. And checking on the right, there's a car, there's no car, there's a car again on the left. So I can keep waiting, let the car go. If I feel like it's too much, I can reverse a little bit, so that the other car can pass through safely. If no one is at the behind, after doing a rear head check, you can reverse like this. That is safe, that is allowed. Now after checking right and left, if you feel safe, you can complete your turn. So after turn, I prefer to look at the rear mirror to make sure I haven't slowed down the traffic behind. Now turning left here.
If you are not entering into this edge line, to turn left, make sure you keep close to it. And turn veering to this line. Don't keep about 1 car of gap from the curbside while turning left. Doing so will cause you AF4, performing an illegal act or maneuver.
I entered. So after entering, see the car was coming. If I wouldn't look ahead enough, I would be going too much in the middle and would cause a problem for the other car to come. So that's why when you enter, make sure you enter your lane, and then if needed, you can move forward. You can move to the middle as needed. Now there's a gap coming ahead. We'll be stopping on the gap in between these white cars, and we'll be doing a 3-point turn. So indicating and then slowly entering to the gap here on the left. No head check is required because I have parked immediately after the parked cars. Now at this 3-point turn, I don't need to really change the gear. The gear should be on drive as it is, just indicating to the right side. I did not change anything else. So just turning to the right all the way, preparing my car to take it to the other side. Now before I go, I need to make sure nobody's coming from the front. So I check in the front, checking the side mirror, checking the right blind spot. If no one there, immediately after that, I'll be going to the right side, looking to the right side, and just before I hit the curb, I'm gonna stop. At the test, you cannot go over the driveway when you're doing the 3-point turn. As you can see in the camera, I did not. So I'm turning all the way to the left side. The gear is already changed to reverse. Now checking right, checking left, checking back, and now reversing slowly as much as I need. I can look back and forth as I need it. Okay, now I feel like it's enough. Now I can stop, change the gear first, turn your steering, then turn the steering full to the right side, then checking right, checking left, making sure no one coming, and definitely I have to keep left of the center. This is my lane. If I go wrong side, meaning more than the center on the other side, on the right side, that would be a fail. At the end of the street, I'll be turning left. So indicating left from now, slowing down, and look at the curb and going to stop at the curb, molding around it. Now after stopping, I'm checking for the traffic. this car, the SUV, is blocking the vision, and the tree is also blocking the vision. So I push a bit more within the line as given on the left hand side. So up to here I can come, it's safe. If somebody coming from the right side, still they can go through. So I see nobody coming, completing my turn. Then first left here, so indicate left. Again, there's a big gap on the left side, so I have to do the head check and then entering. This is a one way, so I can drive anywhere on this road. Like if I can keep driving on the right hand side completely, no problem at all, leaving enough gap from the parked cars. Whereas if it was a double lane road, if you drive like this, it would have been a fail. But in this case, as I said, it's a one way, no problem, you can keep driving like this. Now all the way to the end, at the end of the street, we'll be turning right. The speed limit is 50, I'm doing around 40, which is good. Indicating right from the beginning, it says end 50 area. Okay, now slowing down, keep going up to the dash line here, and then check again on the right, checking on the left. So always check right first, then left. As I see on the right, the vision is very difficult to see through, but I can see bit in between the park car. I don't see anybody, I can listen. Nobody is coming, I don't hear anything, so push up halfway. Look at the line, after the line, turning and following the other cars, and also checking the rear mirror, making sure nobody is slowing down because of us, leaving full one car length of gap, stopping here smoothly, following the other cars and going slowly, not accelerating too quick, because I have to leave 3 seconds of following gap. So how do you find out 3 second following gap? When the black car passes the other black car, like this blue sign, count 1001, 1002, 1003. So after 3 seconds I have passed that blue sign, that means it was a 3 second gap. That's one of the method. The other method is, if you're driving 50, leave about 4 to 5 cars gap with the other car, that will also give you 3 second gap. This is a roundabout coming ahead, you'll be going straight, slowing down before reaching the line, checking on the right side, no one coming, no need to completely stop, just keep going. No exit indicator required because single lane roundabout. Now first right turn here, so indicating right from now, and we'll be turning from the gap, so the gap is coming closer, going slowing down, coming up to the gap only, up to half of the intersection, not more than that. If you go more than that, then the turn will be too wide, meaning it will be towards the parked car. I don't need to go towards the parked car, just close to the center. This car is stopping for us, not moving. Okay, now continuing straight. This road is a bit narrow, I'm allowed to go a little bit over the center like this, but don't go unnecessarily too much on this side, that can be a position error, and if you go completely wrong side of the center, that can cause you a fail. Now continuing straight all the way to the end, at the end of the street we'll be turning left. The speed limit is 50, be mindful, I'm very close to 50 at this stage, but did not exceed it. Now indicating left, after the truck will be stopping on the left corner, watch out this pedestrian walking in the middle, jaywalking, but you still have to respect and make sure it's safe for her. I'm not sure why she's not listening me yet, probably I'm driving high car, that's why. Okay, anyway, I'll be stopping somewhere on the corner, hopefully she see me and move away from my road. Okay, it's better. Now checking on the right side, still cars are coming. Okay, so I'm checking the traffic and also looking at the pedestrian, because if she start crossing, then I have to give way to her. She has the priority. So whenever you turn to a new street, if somebody is crossing the road, they have the priority. Okay, I was actually showing you, but she thought that I'm giving way to her, so she crossed. That's okay, no problem, I can continue. Continuing straight, going all the way to the end. At the end of the street, traffic lights, I'll be turning left. So see, even your simple gesture can make a big difference in the traffic situation, so be careful what you're doing at all times. Okay, indicating and then entering to the left lane, there was a parked car, I don't need to do the head check, so I didn't do, and approaching to the intersection to complete the left turn very slowly. Green lights is still on, checking, no need to check, I'm just following my turn, no point of taking left lane because there was a car parked there, so directly take the right lane. If we are doing the test at the school time, be mindful of the school zone, which is 40, and I have to be very careful as well, I cannot exceed 40, I have to do under 40. This dragon's teeth actually showing that the speed limit is enforced right from there. So if you pass that dragon's teeth and you still going over 40, that's a clear fail for the test, and also not safe. Okay, this traffic lights, we are turning right, this is one of the critical traffic light. Why? Because the road is curved, so when you go in the middle as a first car, it's difficult to see who is coming from other side, as the car on the left lane is blocking the vision for the car on the right lane. Now the first car could go in the middle, it didn't, but it's just going through after orange. Anyway, I didn't have the chance, so I'm just waiting behind the line. How do we make sure behind the line? When we approach, we see the line as we are approaching. Now after coming here, the car is blocking the vision. So how do you know that you are stopping behind the line? You cannot. That's why you need to see the line as we are approaching, and you need to be mindful where the line is. Keep going until you feel like you are very close to the line. Even though you cannot see the line, the car is blocking the vision, you know where the line is. Line did not come closer, the line is still there. So keep going up to the line and stop there. And don't compare with the right hand side, because right side there, right on the right hand side there are 2 lines. In front of us there are 3 lines. How do you know? I can show in the camera. See this line, I did not cross the line, and 1 2 3, there are 3 lines in front of me. The solid line is missing on the right hand side. So don't compare with the right hand side. What are these 2 lines means the pedestrian can cross in between the lines, and this first solid line is for us to stop. Okay, now keep waiting, nothing much we can do. And also check around the traffic. Now before I go, I'm the first car, so when the light becomes green, I go to release the brake, check my head on both sides, doing head checks, and then coming in the middle, keeping in the middle of the intersection. Now when you come here, be careful. Your nose should be facing in between the 2 lines there, not to the right, not to the left, because on the left the cars are passing, on the right the cars are coming. In both way, if you move here and there, it can be very dangerous. So I'm still waiting for the cars. Hopefully after the black car I can complete my turn, and also keeping an eye to the traffic lights. It's still green, the other car's too far, I can complete my turn. Keeping close to center, and also checked on the side mirror to make sure the silver car actually did not try to overtake me when I was turning. Continuing straight, the speed limit 40 just finished here. School zone finished, so now 50. Now this roundabout turn left, slowing down beforehand, leaving enough gap with the car, and also checking the rear mirror to make sure the car stops safely behind me. Approaching up to the dash line, then checking to the right, no traffic approaching, so I can go. And when I'm turning, looking inside the road and following the gray car ahead of me. Continuing straight, this road is not too wide, not too narrow, just okay to keep in my lane. Okay, now first right turn here behind this white car, so indicating 5 seconds beforehand, approaching slowly, and I see the oncoming traffic is closer, so I have to wait for them, let them go. After that I'm going to complete the turn. So I'm just waiting right at the point. After that I'm just completing the turn, looking inside. This road is narrow, so be mindful. If there is car park on the left, we need to move in the middle. If even there is line on the middle, we have to go over the line to be safe, because car is more important than line. So don't hit the car to save the line. So go over the line and be safe from the parked car, and preferably keep 1 meter gap from the parked car. So that was a hazard for me, so I released the accelerator in response, and when I pass the car, then I'm accelerating slowly. But again, this road is narrow and wavy, I cannot really go fast. I'm doing about 30 at 50 speed zone, which is okay. Some hazards on the left, so keep more on the right hand side so that you don't collide with anything. See, the car was coming through the middle, and when he saw me, it moved into his lane. That's fine. Okay, now continuing straight, this intersection coming ahead will be turning right, indicating right, prepare for the turn, and looking for a safe position. Currently I cannot take a safe position, so just waiting here, because if I go and stop next to the white car, if another car wants to enter this road, cannot. So better to wait here. When those 2 cars finishes and I have enough space to go ahead and stop there, I will go and stop there, like now. So the indicator head check is not required here to move around and come around this car. Why? Because I have moved only a little bit away from the little bit over the center, not completely on the wrong side. If we move one car with gap on the side, then we need the indicator head check. Okay, so right looks alright, but left is still lots of car. I can push up to this much. This much means up to the line on the edge line on the left, so that I have a better vision and not blocking the traffic. So after this black SUV, there's another ute coming on the right hand side. The ute coming from the right hand side, I couldn't go. Left is clear, right is so left is clear, right is so no, another one is coming, so not a good chance. After the silver, hopefully I can check right, check left, this car blocking vision, checking right, checking left, all good. Now completing my turn. So I pushed halfway and then completed my turn, so that I don't go over the line or don't enter the wrong side. Continuing straight, this road is 60. After turn, always check the rear mirror to make sure we haven't slowed down the traffic behind. If we do so, depending on the situation, it can be either a decision error or can be a fail if it's really bad. After you have completed the turn, after 3 seconds the car behind you should pass the intersection. That is a good gap. Okay, now going through this roundabout, coming up to the line, checking on the right hand side, let this bus go through, no one else is coming. Okay, the other bus is going straight, no indicator, so I can go and follow this bus, keep going. No indicator is required to exit. Even though it's a very big roundabout, but it's still single lane roundabout, so no indicator required. 40 zone, be mindful, this is a high pedestrian activity. 40 zone, I have to be under 40, and this crossing I have to make sure no one is crossing the road. Following the bus. If you're driving at the school zone and the lights flashes over the 40 sign behind the bus, then you need to go under 40 when you're going next to the bus. Okay, following, still high pedestrian activity 40, watch out this hazard. I'll slow down and brake for her, let her go, and still 2 hazard on the right and left, so I have to be in the middle so that I don't go close to any of this. 40 is continuing. Be mindful of this keep clear sign, so if we have the clear space on the side, we can continue like this. If not, then we have to stop behind the line back there. Okay, continuing, and don't want to block the crossing, so following the black car very slowly. This man with the reflective vest probably will cross the road, so I'll wait for them. The gap ahead of us after the crossing is enough for me to move, so that man didn't cross, so I can move ahead. Now we'll be turning left at the next traffic lights. I need to move to the left lane from now, so indicator. And okay, so this bus, okay, we need to go behind the bus, so doing the head check and now entering behind the bus. Because it was a big gap on the left hand side, I had to do the head check. Now turning left at this traffic lights, indicating, green arrow, very good. Don't need to wait for anything, even no pedestrian, so even don't have to wait for the pedestrian. So continue, as I have already stepped in and the light turns to yellow, no problem, I can go. This 40 is a big problem because you're going downhill and the limit is 40 only. So if you are unmindful, very easily you will go for the limit, and that will cause you F5, exceeding the speed limit, so be careful. Now though this road is also curved and bent, so keep opposite side. The road was bent on the right, I kept left. This is again a hump, not a crossing. Nobody is crossing the road, no potential hazard. Following the bus ahead. Now the next direction is turning right, and right before the roundabout, so I have to indicate 5 seconds beforehand. I'm doing it now. The bus is also turning right here. Okay, so this right turn is bit critical. This zone is very critical because lots of things happening in this area, so be mindful for the pedestrian, be mindful for the car pulling out, doing this and that, all these things. So no pedestrian, making sure no one. Okay, good. And now turning right here, don't go at the roundabout, just before the roundabout, turning right here. When turning right here, there's another crossing here, my goodness, so make sure no one is crossing, and the car significantly blocks the vision when you turn right here. So make sure you looked around, like picking around both sides to make sure no one actually crossing the road. This intersection coming ahead, there's another crossing there, so be mindful. So indicating right to turn right, and these cars are blocking the vision. See that black man was coming, so he is able to cross. The people on the right, they are also able to cross. Let all them cross safely, making sure no one else is. And this pillar is blocking the vision, so I like to check around to make sure nobody else is there. Going ahead, going in the gap and preparing for the next right turn. And also we have to give it to the front traffic, pedestrian, and also need to check and make sure nobody is actually crossing before we turn. So I see that guy is crossing, the school boy, and also this man is crossing, so wait for them. Don't turn, don't curve, just keep waiting, let them cross. The taxi is a bit far, this guy has finished, nobody else has started coming, I can go. And be mindful of the speed limit, 40. The speed limit, 40. Not due to the school zone, this is the high pedestrian activity, 40, all time 40. It doesn't matter what time you do the test, you have to drive under 40 here. This is just a hump going over. Now there's another crossing coming ahead, my goodness, full of crossings. Okay, now slow down and check carefully. This man with the dog not crossing, no one coming, that's it, we can go. This traffic light will be turning left, so turning left here, and be mindful of the road marking. The right lane is actually turning right, left lane is actually turning left and going straight. So we need to go further left lane where it says turn left and with care with the white sign there. So we'll be turning left through this gap, but this car is blocking the way. That's okay, we can just keep waiting here. As long as we are not blocking the keep clear sign, we are fine. When the light changes to green, hopefully this car will push in. Like now, she pushed in, they gave me away. Thank you. All right, now we can go. If we have the chance, we can go, no problem. Always to communicate with other people. No one coming, no one pedestrian. Okay, now before you join the road, I need to give you to the traffic from the opposite direction. So you have to check on the right side and also the opposite side. These two directions of the traffic you must give way before you join to this road. Now after this ACV, I feel no one else is coming. So checking again, making sure no one coming, and then completing my turn and keeping close to the line. It's difficult to see due to the sun glare. Indicator off. So when I was waiting there at the slip lane to turn, if you keep indicator to the left side, that's also fine. If you indicate to right side, that's also fine. Both are fine. And they're crossing, and this lady is crossing. Let her cross safely. I'm not going to scare her, so I'm slowing down very much and stopping safely. She crossed, no one else is coming. I can continue. It says end 40 area 50, so now I can go a little bit about 40 if I need. Now this roundabout coming ahead, I'll be turning left. Okay, so why the car is buzzing? Because the sign says end 40 zone, but the car can read is 40 only, cannot read end 40 zone. So the car thinks it's still 40, but in fact it's not. So that's the downside of this sign assist. Okay, indicating and leaving reasonable gap with the front car and preparing for the left turn. This roundabout looks busy at this time. Okay, keep going up to the line, close to line, checking on the right side. So now this car is obstructed by the oncoming, but had a very small gap. This car again coming, and the oncoming black car is still coming, not getting any chance. This blue car is now going through and nobody coming from the right side. I can go. The other white car is also going straight, so it's a good gap for me to complete the turn. I have completed the turn and continuing straight. School zone again, but now it's after 4, so no need to follow under 40. It's 50 now. Pedestrian crossing again, so make sure no one on both sides. Continuing straight all the way to the end. At the end of the street, I'll be turning right, indicating right from now, slowing down and keeping enough distance from the front car, which is about 1 car length of gap. The car is stopped behind safely, and after that, if you want, you can move forward. Keeping close to center, this is how I like to keep my car. If you go in the middle of the lane, you're blocking the car who wants to turn left, so we don't want that.
At the driving test, if you position your car in the middle of the lane like this car, you will have a minor mistake of position error, because you are occupying the road fully and obstructing any other car to turn either left or right beside you. This is called road hogging, meaning to drive in a way so that other vehicles cannot go past. However, if you turn left from here, it will be a fail, as you are turning left leaving 1 full car gap from the curbside. On the other hand, if you turn right from here, you will have a minor position error, as the gap on the right, between you and the middle island is less than, but close to 1 car. You should position your car close to the middle island or the center of the road to turn right, or close to the left curbside to turn left. Those are the correct road positions, but not this. Subscribe to our RDT121 YouTube channel to get more tips like this regularly.
Checking right is clear, left is clear, the vision is good. Now move halfway, look to the direction, complete your turn. Continuing straight. And when you are releasing your steering to make it straight itself, release the fist, but don't take your hands off completely like this, that will cause you a fail. Okay, now continuing straight here, keep it close to center. There is a roundabout coming ahead, we'll be going straight through, going up to the line, and then gonna check. No indicator required because we're going straight. So after the black car, the white car is indicating is stopped by the bus. I can take the chance, continuing straight. Okay, now we're gonna turn second right. So this is the first right, the second right is coming ahead, indicating and preparing for the right turn, slowing down and coming half of the way. And after coming half of the way, as no one coming from opposite direction, I look to the direction and complete turn. Make sure you enter left of the center, don't enter wrong side like this. That will cause you direct fail for sure. So keep in your lane, and we're gonna do a curbside parking on the left here. So indicating left, doing a head check because it's a big gap, and now slowly coming to the left side and gazing to the other car and copying the other car, making sure my seat is aligned to the front car driving seat. And when I feel so, I'm just trying to straight up the nose. When I feel like the nose is straight, I stop First thing is handbrake on, but in my car it is automatic, so I just change the gear to P. That activates the handbrake. Now indicator off, and then shut down the engine and say done, finish. Now after that, when they ask you to start and pull out, the first thing you do is press the brake completely. In my car, as I say, press the brake completely. If you don't press the brake, what will happen? If you don't press the brake and push the button, so nothing much happening. Even the ignition is not on. So if you press twice, still the ignition is on, but it has not started yet. Okay, now you press again, what happened? It just turns off. It never gonna start unless you really pressing the brake. So press the brake first and push the button once, then it has started, and it says ready. Ready means has started. So on a hybrid or electric car, the only way you can make sure the car has started by looking at the ready sign. Okay, now the car is ready. First thing is the indicator, changing gear to drive, handbrake is off, automatic. Okay, before I move out, first thing I like to check is the rear mirror, then the side mirror. Oh, okay. Now if you want, you can turn your steering, but in this case you have a big gap, so I'm not really turning too much. So checking rear mirror, checking side mirror, checking the blind spot, and moving off, looking straight ahead and expecting anyone to come into this straight any second. So I'm approaching considerably, so slowing down, stopping, checking, no one coming. These cars on the left is blocking the vision. I know nobody's coming, but I want to make sure. So checking right, that's clear. Checking left by pushing forward towards the steering, pushing forward, no one coming. Checking right, and now I complete the turn. Be mindful of this car, but don't keep gazing to the car. You need to look ahead. When you look ahead, then you will find the way how to complete your turn. If you keep gazing to the car, you might end up hitting or colliding with the cars, or maybe examiner had to help you. That will cause you F6, action recording testing office intervention. Now reverse parking behind this black car. So go and stop next to the car, keep the nose straight, and in this case we'll ignore the driveway. So stopping anywhere near the car, leaving a good distance like this, about 1 meter gap, roughly 1 meter gap. After the white car, I'll be checking. There's another white car. Before that, I can quickly do the checking. 1, 2, 3, reverse, and it's reversing. When I have already started reversing, now I can look in the camera. Now see the red line, the edge of red line should be touching the gutter, and then I stop. After stopping, turning full lock to right side, and if you want you can check, if not that's also fine, but checking left is more important here than checking on the right side. Why? Because now we're going inside, not to the right anymore. Okay, after stopping you can just put the gear on park, and if you want to straight the steering, up to you. If you want, you can straight up, or you can just leave as like that before. So the parking is done, finish. Now we'll be pulling out and continuing. Indicating right, changing gear to drive, handbrake off, turning the steering, prepare to pull out, checking the rear mirror, checking the side mirror, checking the right blind spot, looking ahead, continuing straight. As I'm pulling out, I'm correcting my steering so that the car stays in the lane, not exceeding my lane. At the end of the street roundabout, I'll be turning left, so indicating left from now and looking for the dash line to stop. So slowing down from now gradually and stopping or pausing near the line, checking on the right side, no one coming, did not actually completely stop, so continuing my turn and following the van, staying in my lane upright. Okay, again sun is blurring. If you want, you can put this one down to have a better vision. Okay. Now up to the line, checking on the right side. It was very difficult to see this car, so that's why when you approach here, then you should check carefully, turning your head to the direction, and then make up your mind. So all these cars are blocking the right side traffic, so I can take a chance. This round was difficult because if you don't know how to go around easily, you can go and hit the circle. So before you enter, you make sure how to enter and how to exit. You should know how much to enter and when to exit. Now keep going straight. This road is a little bit critical. Why? Because the cars are parked on the left hand side, giving me very small road to go through. In this case, I don't mind to touch the line. I will not be touching unnecessarily, but I'll be driving very close to the line. Even I touch a little bit, that's fine. Now there is no car park, so I should be coming and moving back to the center of the lane. Now there is a car park again, so I need to move back close to center. So as I told before, cars are more important than the line, so don't keep driving close to the parked car to save the line. Okay, now these traffic lights will be turning right and going back towards the center. We are nearly to the end of the test. So indicating right. Okay, the lights are still green, but I'm not going to rush. I'm approaching as normal. If the light is still green, like now, I cannot stop anymore, so I should be continuing and completing my turn. If you turn here, better you choose the left lane, because later on after the bridge will be turning left. So if you keep left lane, then you don't have to change anymore. Okay, now here it doesn't say keep clear, but you cannot go through. If you want to keep it clear, that's fine, you can keep it clear, but the rule doesn't say anything like that. You have to keep clear, because this is not an intersection for us. This is a continuous road for us. Traffic that is approaching from the side, consider as an intersection for them, but not for us. Okay, now the traffic are moving, I can release and slowly accelerate. Okay, now the traffic are moving, I can release and slowly accelerate to continue. So this lane is a bit slow, but it's okay, you can keep following it, and be mindful of the line. If you have to change lane, right lane to left lane in preparation for the left turn ahead, don't change over the straight line there. Okay, now keep going straight through. At this point, the examiner will ask you to go left at the second traffic light, so continuing straight here, no indicator now, but after you pass through that first traffic light, you can indicate from now, and leave enough gap with the front car so that you can stop safely. Okay, the car behind also stop safely. If you want, you can move forward. Now when you turn left here, this is something critical, you need to be very careful of. Why? Because it says turn left and even here with the white sign, and when you turn left there, many times the car actually keeps coming from the right hand side. So before you merge into the new road, you have to check again on the right side to make sure no one is approaching from there. Let's see what happens this time. We are just under a bridge. If any trains come through this time, you might hear the big noise, but don't be scared, the train not going to fall over you, hopefully. Okay, this traffic light is taking a bit longer. It's okay, no problem, we can still keep waiting and be patient. So we are nearly towards the end of the test, but don't be excited and don't do anything stupid. Still keep full of your concentration until you go back and park inside the test center and switch off your engine. One of my students who finished the test and went back to the center, when he was parking, he got scared, and instead of braking, he put accelerator, so he was banging towards the wall. The examiner had to brake, and he fell right at the end of the test. It was very unfortunate. Now after this man, nobody else is coming, so we can go. And before we merge to right, I check right carefully, no one coming, continuing 40, again 40 zone. And this part of the road I like to drive close to center, because lots of parked car on the left, and as it's blocking the vision and the car is indicating, I feel all this as a potential hazard. So keeping close to center, it makes me feel safe. Now I'm looking on the left side, no one coming, looking on the right side, no one coming, and this pillar is blocking the vision. I'm checking more carefully and going through right here. I have the priority because they have the giveaway sign and the line, dash line. Now when I'm going through here, this is a big crossing, need to make sure no one is coming. The lady is approaching, she is able to cross. Yes, she is crossing, so let's wait for her. Be patient and be passionate. Okay, all right, there's another man coming, probably he is crossing as well. Yes, he is. Okay, the cyclist, they are showing some circus. Okay, good. All right, these people are also crossing. Okay, do I get a chance? Not yet. Okay, I have to keep waiting and keep patient. So the car behind also being patient and waiting safely. Okay, after this, no one else coming, no one else coming. Okay, now I can go, keep going, keep it close to the center, and now turning right here, going back to the center. So in this case, if somebody is crossing this road, I have to give way, and if somebody coming out from this road, I have the priority to enter, because I did not have any sign there. Okay, now be very careful of this corner here. Even it's a stop sign for them who is coming from the left hand side, but suddenly they just pop up without giving way, so be careful. Now going back to the center, and as you're entering, also look to the right side, because sometimes also car will be popping up very quick without noticing you. So go very slow. I prefer to go whatever is showing is close to 10 kilometers. That's good speed. Now keep going around. When you come back here, the examiner might ask you to park anywhere. It doesn't have to be necessarily the parking spot for the driving test. It can be anywhere. Keep going around. Indicator is not important when you're driving around here, because it's the same way, one way. Now let's park here on the right, and when you, so the first line up to my side mirror, and then I turn full walk to the direction, and then check side mirror blind spot, make sure not coming. And this line, I'm taking the guidance from this line. I'm trying to keep my car close to this line as long as I could see. As I cannot see, I can look ahead, and now the car looks straight, and oh, that's really perfect, awesome. I can now straight up my steering and then move it more ahead. Don't lose the control of your brake at this stage. Remember what I said? One of my students at this stage accelerated suddenly and the exam had to brake. That was a fail, unfortunate. Okay, now that is the end of the test. I finished the parking, done, and switch off. That's the end. So I hope this video will help you to prepare for your test if you're doing it in REVESBY. All the best and see you again on the next video. Here you go. That is the end of our video demonstration today, and I hope you have found it enjoyable and helpful. I'll see you on our next video, and keep driving safe and see you again.
If you like to book your driving lesson or mock test with Sharif, you can reach him directly by texting on 0413203523. More information can be found in the description box below. If you have enjoyed the tutorial, please subscribe to our RDT121 channel to get more amazing videos in the future. Please let us know what you would like to see more of. Stay tuned for all new videos on our channel.